there at Soldier Field in Chicago. Today, a good battle in the NFC. It's the Dallas Cowboys and the Chicago Bears.
2026 Chicago Bears.
We welcome you, Mike Tirico, alongside Greg Olson, the kicker, Brandon Aubrey. Set for the start, and off we go from Soldier Field. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Here's the Chicago offense taking the field for the first time. They're led out by the quarterback from USC, Caleb Williams.
Now, this is the type of quarterbacks that just give defensive coordinators nightmares. They stay up all night thinking, okay, what is the best way to defend him? Do we treat him as a runner? Do we treat him as a passer? And I think that's really where the most stress comes in, Mike, is you want to make sure you don't let him kill you with his legs downfield as a runner, but it's also his ability to extend plays as a passer that really creates a lot of stress on your back-end coverage, and that's where those big plays can come. So it's a big challenge. They know it, and we'll find out early on what the plan is.
Luther Burden, the intended target, and it'll lead to a second down. A play fake, and they'll throw with Williams. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line. A gain of 11 on that one. First down, Chicago.
That quarterback called that play in the huddle. That ball was only going to one guy. He was the first read, the second read, and the check down, and it was called to perfection. They got the perfect look. It led to a nice game.
Williams going to look to throw it on first down.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route, and then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup.
They'll run it for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And he'll get the first down there, a pickup of about 5 yards.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
A play fake. Now Williams. His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
Dropping a catchable ball is one of the worst feelings. It feels like the entire stadium is laughing at you, and all I know is firsthand, you just want to get another opportunity to put that one behind you.
Second and 10. They will run it over center with Swift, and that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard, but that's it.
Kenny Clark in on the stop. A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Seventh play of this opening drive, and here's third down. From the shotgun, it's Williams. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield, and now it's going to bring up a fourth down.
Really smart play, especially considering how early it is in the game. If something's not there, don't force it. Just throw it away and play the next snap.
On fourth down, here's Tory Taylor to punt for Chicago. Devontae Turpin to return for the Cowboys. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. So that Cowboy offense takes the field, ready to go to work for the first time. They are led out by their quarterback, Dak Prescott.
And we all know how talented this guy is, Mike, right? From the physical sense, that's obvious. But what really separates him, and it really came through when we had a chance to talk to him this week, is really his ability to operate from the neck up. His processing speed, his decision-making. It seems like he's always one step ahead of the defense, and when he's on, he's proven to be really hard to beat.
And no chance to turn and go. That one's good for just a couple.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 23-yard line.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 8. They'll go again here with Williams. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to 3rd down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
3rd and short. Prescott. He's got a receiver, and that's Lamb. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
Cowboys, 1st down.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. He'll find his tight end. That's Jake Ferguson. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. 22 yards, the pickup there. That's good for a Dallas 1st down.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
Dak going to throw it here on 1st down. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
The backfield empty here for 3rd and 2. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. That's the one thing they couldn't have there, the sack that might take them out of field goal range.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
On 4th down, here's Brandon Aubrey for the Cowboys field goal try. This a 57-yard attempt. Aubrey's kick is good. And the Cowboys will take a 3-0 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
So after the field goal to open up the scoring, the kicker's back out for this kickoff. Khalif Raymond to return it. Woo! Get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line. The Bears offense ready to get going with their 2nd possession. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. They'll go play action here with Williams. Pushed out to his left. Taking off. Give him 11 on the scramble. And give them a new set of down.
It's a gain of 11.
A quarterback who can extend the play with his legs, Mike, is just such a key element to today's modern offenses. You can see there was nowhere for him to go with the ball, but he decides to turn into a runner, picks up a great gain, and ultimately a first down.
Here's a give left side. This is Swift. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
The key to great defensive line play is the get-off. When that ball moves, how fast can you get off the ball and get into the backfield? That's exactly what we saw here. Quick read, react, get off the block, take him down for a loss.
On 2nd down, it's Williams. Here's a screen taken in by Swift. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
They may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on 2nd down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on 3rd down where it's a little bit more manageable.
3rd and a yard. It's the quarterback with the sneak. And he's going to be taken down here. Looks like a pretty good spot, though. Yes, he's got it. That's a first down.
And the Bears, first down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
2 first downs have them up to the 44-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
Off play action. Here's Williams. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
He may have trusted his arm strength a little bit too much on that throw. 2 defenders in the area. Work to your check down. Work to an open receiver. I think in this case, he forces that ball, and ultimately, he's lucky he got away with it.
On 3rd and 2, it's Williams. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
Here's Tory Taylor now, and he is hoping to improve on his first attempt. That one hit inside the 10, but it bounces forward into the end zone. Bring it back out to the 20-yard line. The Cowboys offense ready to take over for their 2nd possession. They had the field goal on the opening drive, took the early lead. See if they can improve on that here. 3-0 our score as we begin 1st and 10. Prescott now. Short throw brought in by Schoonmaker. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
The drag route, we used to say this is day 1 install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
A give, and here comes Williams. And he's going to pick up the first down. That's a nice run, taking it up past the 30-yard line.
7-yard gain. And the Cowboys first down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
So just a lone field goal in the first quarter of play. It's the Cowboys with the early edge. We're back to Soldier Field after this. On to the second quarter. Cowboys possess the football from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. As we are ready to get back underway. He'll get that to Javonte Williams. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Well, this is a great example of the old saying, Mike. You never go broke taking a profit. Give credit to this quarterback. I know it's not the big explosive play he was looking for, but getting the ball into the hands of his running back allow him to pick up some extra yardage after the catch.
On second down, a run with Williams. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. They get an even 20 on that one. First down, Cowboys.
That's good for a Cowboys first down.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. The next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
Williams gets it on the draw. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
From the shotgun, it's Dak. He'll get this complete. It's George Pickens. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
That's another Cowboys first down. A gain of 9 yards. And a Cowboy first down.
They'll go with Williams. He'll be brought down inside the 25. Montez Sweat there on the tackle.
You know, it's easy to sit up here and say, hey, just keep running the ball. They've been efficient, just kind of wear down this defense by 1,000 different paper cuts. But the problem is it's only contingent upon your ability to keep the score down. So if you want to continue to run the ball this often, they're going to have to look to their defense to play really well.
And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Looking to keep a promising drive alive. It is 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run here with Sanders. He is down at the 14, but will have the first down.
A gain of 4 yards. And the Cowboys first down.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
And he'll get about 4 yards before wisely covering up.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
Pistol now for Prescott. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time. Play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
They'll try to keep the drive rolling, facing 3rd and 6. A shotgun snap for Prescott. That's made by Pickens. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Cowboys, on the strength of 2 field goals, take a 6-0 lead. Back out is Brandon Aubrey. Had the field goal a moment ago, and now he'll send this one away. Raymond now to return it. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. So out comes the Chicago offense as they get set to take over once more. They're still in search for their first points in this one, but only trailing 6-0. And this drive will begin with a first down. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. He finds Raymond for the completion. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 27-yard line.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd down and 6. Here's Swift. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
We typically see the big guys up front, Mike, make plays at the line. But every so often, he's able to drive through, get in the backfield, and take them down for a loss.
3rd and 9. Now Williams. He gets this complete to Burden. He'll be taken down at the 10-yard line. A big-time play for the Bears. A gain of 66 yards.
Good for a Bears first down. First down and goal to go.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives. So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line. 2nd down and goal. One more time, they try Swift. He'll take this one down to the 8-yard line.
Rashawn Gary on the tackle. A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and goal.
Bring it home, boys. We got this.
3rd and goal. They'll put Loveland in motion. He'll try and throw. Here's Williams. He's got his big tight end. Post and Loveland. Touchdown, Bears. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
Santos, good on the extra point. And the Bears move out in front by a point. It's 7-6. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. CeeDee Lamb there to return it. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Cowboys offense and Javonte Williams getting set for this next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Now Prescott. This one caught by CeeDee Lamb. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
2nd down and 3. 2 minutes to play in a tight 1-point game in this first half. We'll come back to Soldier Field. Following this. On 2nd down, it's Dak. He'll let this go for Pickens. He's got it! And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line. A big play for the Cowboys. 33 yards.
A gain of 33 yards on the play. 1st down, Cowboys.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover, and plays like this, it just shows how special he can be.
And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. His 2nd catch of the drive. This one good for 15 and a 1st down.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the 2nd quarter.
And now the Cowboys are going to take a timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in half number 1. So here's a chance to take the lead going into the locker room. It's 1st and goal. Williams is in. Touchdown, Dallas. A lot of big bodies down there, but at the end of the day, the one that mattered, the one with the ball, finds the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, once that back gets the ball, Mike, he's just looking for a little crack of daylight, and he's thinking, I'm going to run into it and just hope I come out the other side. And in this case, the other side's the end zone, and they get 6.
Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Cowboys are in the lead by the score of 13-7.
13. Bears 7.
Still a little time, the final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. On the return, it's Devin Duvernay. The Bears offense going to take over here in the final minute of this first half. Here's Williams on 1st and 10. He'll go underneath to Swift.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
At the 32-yard line.
This is not the end. Oh, yeah. Here we go. Come on, baby. Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. From the shotgun, it's Williams. Open man, that's Roma Dunze. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line.
13 yards.
That's a second charge timeout to Chicago as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half.
45-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. Williams. Over the middle, he's got Burden. The Bears go ahead, take their 3rd and final timeout. The clock is stopped at 26 seconds until the break.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
They try to throw again. Here's Williams. And he won't get away. Good open field tackle there to get him down behind the line.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
So, halftime straight ahead. And we go down to Scott Hansen, who has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the 3rd quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula as they come out for the second half. It's about to get underway. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Cavante Turpin on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Cowboys offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this 3rd quarter. They work with a 6-point advantage as they start this drive on 1st and 10. Prescott going to make the read and keep it himself.
The quarterback could have handed it. He could have kept it himself. I don't really think either option would have turned out much different. Great job by the defense having a plan for the running back and a plan for the quarterback, and they're able to force that carry for no gain.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 7. Operating from the gun. Here's Dak. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
On 3rd down, Prescott. He'll let this go for Pickens. That is brought in. but not until he's inside the 25. A big play for the Cowboys.
First down.
A gain of 48.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Kidding me? Really? Are you kidding me?
Your game up.
Are you kidding me?
Come on.
What are you doing?
Pretty easy to see why he continues to be a main focal point for this offense throughout the entire game. That play not only extends the drive, but now they find themselves in plus territory and hope to come away with some points.
They'll run it with Williams. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. That's good for a Dallas first down.
Well, this is the advantage to having a really effective passing game, Mike, as the defense now tries to adjust to stopping you through the air. It's a lot easier to mix it up and run the ball. There's a lot less defenders in there trying to stop you.
On the toss, it's Williams. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
We got to see a little taste of just the range this defense can play with. How well they can flow outside as this play gets stretched out. No problem for them not only to track the runner down, but stop him before he gets back to the line.
Second down, Prescott. Here's a screen set up to Williams. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Prescott. He pulls it in around the 5. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker.
I'm an aggressive guy by nature, Mike, so whenever I get 4th and short in plus territory, I want to go for it. You're not going to win many games in this league settling for field goals. You have to capitalize when you find yourself in a position to score.
Auburn's kick is good. And the Cowboys will extend their third quarter lead. Back out is Brandon Aubrey. He had the field goal a moment ago, and now he'll send this one away. Raymond now to return it. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready for their first possession of this second half. They trail here by a couple of scores. The margin is 9 as this drive starts with first down. Here's Williams now to throw. And this ball's going to be incomplete.
Yeah, that one just didn't feel right from the jump. I think he sensed that he was either going to take a sack or get baited into making a bad throw. So ultimately a good decision. Just throw the ball away.
They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. To throw is Williams. Here's a screen taken in by Swift. Down the left sideline. And they will finally catch up to him and get him down. A big play and a much-needed one as well. It's a gain of 34.
It's not a coincidence, Mike, that the best offenses in the NFL are all excellent at yards after the catch. It's a combination of a few things. A highly accurate quarterback and the ability of the scheme to get open players in open space. Once you do that, the rest is up to them.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 36-yard line.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 5. Throw it again. It's Williams. This pass complete to Raymond. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
First down.
Just a simple hitch route. Certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones.
And he's brought down after a gain of the place.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Second down, they need 7. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. He's going to keep it himself. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
A gain of 12 yards.
He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a first down.
Well, he's doing it all on this drive. He's throwing the ball well, and now he's able to use his legs to pick up good yardage and get a fresh set of downs.
They'll run out of the gun. It is Swift. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. Now, after that last play, we have an injured Bear on the field. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. They face 2nd down and 7. Throwing is Williams. This is caught toward the side of the end zone. Throw, Otunze. Touchdown, Chicago.
What separates the really good quarterbacks from everybody else in the National Football League, Mike, is not only ability to process, but the ability to process quickly under pressure, and I think that's exactly the case here. He's able to go through his progression, find his target in the end zone, and then deliver that ball on time, accurately, and the result is a touchdown.
On is Santos for the PAT. He knocks it through, and the Bears will cut it to a 2-point lead.
Cowboys 16, Bears 14.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. On the return, here's Turpin. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Cowboys offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. The lead is 2, and they're going to try to make something happen here, starting with a 1st and 10. On the play fake, Dak. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
Really nice coverage there defensively, and here you find yourself in a one-score game. Mike, he understands the value of protecting the ball. Really smart decision. Throw it away, snap it again.
2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Dak. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up Third down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
They'll try to set up the screen here. Searching for some kind of seed to go forward. It's not there. They get him behind the line. Fourth down coming up.
So barring an aggressive decision here on fourth down, it looks like this is going to be a 3-and-out. So this offense has to get to the sideline and regroup, figure out what went wrong, fix it, because they've got to be able to maintain possession the next time out.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. Out comes Caleb Williams and the rest of this Bears offense. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they're trying to keep it going. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. This drive will begin with a run by Swift. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
So they go with the first down run, hoping to just get them some positive yards and get themselves into a good second down situation. But now they find themselves in 2nd and long. So the more you give defenses the opportunity, Mike, to defend you one-dimensionally. So in this case, we're only playing you in the pass. It stresses your protection, it stresses your play caller, and ultimately, it stresses your quarterback. That's just bad timing by the offensive line. They've got to get their linemen out in front of him, so either the linemen need to go faster or the back just needs to be more patient. But either way, they're just not in sync on that screen pass.
3rd and long. Here's Williams going up top. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
And barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3-and-out, not able to pick up a single first down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming on.
To return, it is Turpin. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense ready to make their way back onto the field. On play action, here's Dak. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
So I don't think his fullback was his primary option on that play, but a really nice job by the quarterback working quickly through his progression, getting the ball down to his big fullback, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
Go play action. It's Prescott. This pass right side, caught by Lamb. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. 16 yards, pick up on that one. 1st down, Cowboys.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
In the middle of the field, it's taken by CeeDee Lamb. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
That's another.
Give them 17 more, and they are on a roll. Another first down. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Fourth quarter begins, and it's a run by Williams. He did not want to go down there. Carrying tacklers, it's a gain of 9.
10 more yards.
You know, there's all this talk, Mike, about the value of the run game in today's NFL. You know when the run game matters? It matters right now. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead. Can you lean on your running back and offensive line to close this game out?
On second down, it's Dak. That one thrown behind his target, and it'll be incomplete.
Yeah, so this just really comes down to really good defense. You can tell the quarterback's trying to target something downfield, and when they take that away, typically there's something underneath, but they had all levels of the coverage accounted for, and that was a really nice job.
They'll go with the sneak, and he will have a Cowboys first down, maybe by about a yard, as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
First down. 2 yards on the play. First down, Cowboys.
A shotgun snap for Prescott. To the left side, caught by Lamb. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
I wouldn't be surprised if some point here in the future, Mike, this quarterback drops back. It looks like the same old hitch route underneath, and they give a pump fake and go. You can lull a defense to sleep with a lot of these underneath quick game passes, and once you do, you can try to go for the big one.
Pistol now for Prescott. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. He was trying to get it to C.D. Lamb. 3rd down coming up. Now Prescott. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gains.
4th down.
Well, let's give the defense a little credit here. You talk about read and reacting quickly. They recognize the screen right out of the jump, and he's able to beat the blocker to the spot, keep him to no gain.
24-yard attempt.
And this one, right down the middle. It's good. A big 3 points as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Back out is Brandon Aubrey. Had the field goal a moment ago, and now he'll send this one away. Raymond now to return it. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. LeBear's offense ready to see what they can do. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And their woes in the running game continue. He's going to be taken down behind the line.
So I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
And it'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and third down. Coming up.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Working out of the gun, here's Williams. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
And how about the poise of this quarterback? You find yourself down here late in the 4th quarter, Mike, facing a tough third down. You've got to have it. But you know what? He calls the play, he breaks the huddle, and he's like, you know what, Coach? I got it. That's a big-time throw to now keep this drive alive as they go down looking for that go-ahead touchdown.
And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 43-yard line.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 8. They're trying the left side with Swift. And the struggles in the running game continue. They take him down behind the line.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Williams. And that is incomplete.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down. It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
The Bears sending out their punt team. They'll be forced to punt, trailing here in the 4th quarter. The Cowboys offense and Javonte Williams getting set for this next possession. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. Now, this looks like a design run. And he maneuvers his way forward, a gain of 6.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd down and 3. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. A short throw caught by Ferguson. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 3, but that is good enough for a first down.
We'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allowed the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
On the carry, it's Williams. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense, and that's exactly what they've been able to do.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 4. There's a short one that's caught by Ferguson. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Now Prescott. He's got his man right side. It's complete. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down.
Cowboys, first down. A gain of 7. First down, Dallas.
Throwing is Prescott. A quick slash taken by Lamb. And they'll take this down inside the 35. That's a second charge timeout to Chicago. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down.
A gain of 14. And the Cowboy first down.
Now it's Williams. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. The Bears go ahead, take their third and final timeout, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline.
First down, Cowboys.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. It's another run here for Williams. And it'll be marked down at the 7. And it will set up first and goal.
15 more yards. That's good for a Cowboys first down.
Fourth quarter, you find yourself protecting a one-possession lead. It's a fine line, Mike, between do I keep the ball on the ground, continue to work the clock, or stay aggressive, try to extend this lead to a multiple possession game. That's the balance.
And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Javonte Williams. Touchdown, Cowboys. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Aubrey now for the extra point. The kick is good. Cowboys will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
14.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Raymond now to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to take over once again.
At their own 27-yard line.
They'll come up for first and 10. They'll drop to throw. He finds Raymond for the completion. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick first down.
First and 10.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark. Just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very scout there. That's going to bring up second down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
He'll check this down to Swift. And he'll He'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
It's a gain of 11.
A gain there of 11. Good for a Bears first down.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they don't necessarily even have to see the running back in the check down. They can just feel him. It allows them to keep their eyes downfield, allow their tight ends and wide receivers to continue to work open. In this case, nice job by the quarterback getting that ball in his hands and letting him do the rest after the catch. So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
A whole lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
On third down, it's Williams. He's got Loveland free left side. And he'll be out of bounds, well short of the line to gain. And that'll set up fourth down.
It's fourth down.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
And they're going to get the first down. They were forced to go for it, and it's going to work out for them.
Offensively landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
A little indecisive there, Mike. I thought he could have pulled the trigger a tad sooner. Instead, he just holds onto the ball a little too long. The windows close up and ultimately has no choice but to just simply throw the ball away.
Another try, 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Williams. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
The threat of making a poor decision and throwing a pick is always in the back of your mind, and while you can't play scared, you do have to play smart. If you can't find an open target, throw the ball away, live for the next down.
Big play in the game right here. It's third down. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes. The big fella, Quentin Williams, forcing his way in for the sack. So it's a win here for the visiting Cowboys. They're able to get the job done in front of a hostile crowd as they come away with the victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.